Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I hope you're having a good weekend, and today we're looking at the scarcity of cards. I started this list in December when when there were several cards on card market available below 10 copies. So I said I'd like to keep track of these cards. For instance, right here, as you can see, we're going right into this. 6 copies of Teklo Core were available. So I said I'm just going to do this list and I'm going to write those up. And the next month in January there were only 3 copies available. So I thought those were about to sell out. And I just wanted to have an interesting talk about what happens if, there's not enough supply for all the new players or collectors. I hope you had a good collectors week. I really enjoyed that one and I hope they will do it again. But yeah, now the trend shows that there is more and more cards available, at least on the market. So that made me think about this list is good for something. This is a very good example. The Teklo Core, 3 copies in January. And then the Mechanologist class was not played too much anymore. So there were 26 copies and then 48, and now there's still 47 copies available of Teklo Core. So in this list, it's the other way around. The further down on the bottom, the better. So there's less copies. High Octane, there's 33 copies. I do have 5 sheets because over time, of course, there were more cards entering this below 20 copies area, and I had to redo the list, do another one, and now I don't know where this leads, because if there's more cards like Outsiders, I'm just doing a new graph, but don't care about it. So we're just looking at these numbers, and generally there's 40 copies available of Swing Big, regular, non-foil. So that's the only one that went down in availability. Yeah, okay, all right, 47 of Teklo Core, yes, but anyhow, 40 instead of 64, that's a significant decrease of supply, and the rest went basically up. So if we look into the next one, there were those cards, 10 available of this rounds on me, and there's 27 now. So yeah, this order is correct. I did sort them again. It fits these numbers right here. So on that page, 22 copies of 3 of a kind rainbow foil, or is it not rainbow foil? I think it's the non-foil version. Sorry, I didn't prepare this enough. It was a long night. So 3 of a kind, 22. The rest, I mean, basically is going up more. So there's more of all these old ones available. Also, a lot more of surgical extraction, even though the price is still high. This is the rainbow foil version. Yeah, other than that, well, we only had one that went down, but by just 1 copy. That is 20 copies of Metacarpus Node. That is Crucible. After this announcement of the print runs, I do expect Crucible of War singles to go up in price. We have seen this with the Arknight chart. We've also seen huge price increases for the black border German, Italian, Spanish, French cards, because there is, you've seen the numbers, 13,000 French, German and Spanish, and then 6,000 booster boxes produced from the Italian cards. So if you have roughly 1 Marvel hero in every 6 to 8 boxes, we don't know the numbers. There's not a single store which opened thousands, of course not. So let's say 1 in every 7. You can do the math. There is 8 heroes available, and yeah, if I could do this real quick, the German version, 13,000. Oh, I didn't prepare this. I should have done this. 13,000 boxes of the German ones. So I do have some copies. Dorothea and Dash is the ones that I'm going to keep for myself, and I do think they're very, very scarce. Divided by, let's say, 7. That's the middle. So there's 1,857 of those, of boxes which contained a Marvel hero. Of course, that's just an assumption. Divided by 8. So there should be 230, aroundish, 200 to 250 per hero in German, per hero in French, per hero in Spanish, and then there should only be 100 to 150, I don't know, 125, 120 of each copy of Italian. So that is a very scarce card. I mean, this is a scarcity video, so we can talk about scarcity. I did buy Dorothea. Dorothea hero number 70. Or was it not? Let's look at this. I did buy some more promos because I really like them. And I had some money in spare. And this is this. Dash. I also bought Dorothea. I also bought number... I thought... I got this one. But anyhow, so let's just look at this one. That one has been a Calling Auckland 2023 participation card. There is no print run, no information about how many of these were printed or are in circulation or given out, or if there is going to be more in the future. I don't think so. So the Calling Auckland, let's go to the articles. Calling Auckland. That was 2020. My bad. 2023. Where is it at? The recap, the Calling Auckland. So if you look over here, I really do. So there's this calling, and then down here there's the hold on. The battle hardened? Yes. Well, that's another information. So this should be, I do think, correct me if I'm wrong, that these numbers or that these decks are all the participants, because that is the meta breakdown from day one. So this is around 200. So is it correct that each one of those Auckland participants piloting these decks have gotten one of those copies? If yes, then there's only 200 in circulation, right? I mean, that's at least what I think. So 200 of this one, of this dash in cold foil. Do I have it here? No, it's already in my storage. So, you know, let's look at that. Dash hero. I didn't prepare this. I just wanted to, I had this in my head, and this is number 70. It's just one example. It sold for 100, and then 100 basically, 99 to 100. And now there's one. I also got it for 100. There's one more for 250 available. And now the question: if there's 200 copies of this dash cold foil, and then there is 200 copies of these black label heroes, which go for 500 to 1,000. What's the big difference? I mean, there's 200 of each, right? And I'm gonna have to sort this in my head why the ones that are in the booster boxes are so expensive and the ones you've gotten for the event are not that expensive. But anyhow, that is just one thing I'm constantly thinking in my head, why is what? And maybe one day I'm going to do a better research video about this whole topic, because the more I'm in this hobby, the more I do trade and buy and sell I can afford. It's not like it's every once in a while I do have 100 here and then I do have 100 there, and I instantly spend it for more cards, right? I don't spend it for other things. I just get cards. So it's one by one. I'm just getting them. It's not like at the end of the month I'm getting a whole bunch of cards. So I'm not really having the impression that it's that much. But if I look into my collection and all that stuff, it's really getting more expensive, because I like these expensive and scarce cards. And the more I am thinking about that, also grading and stuff, the more I think about what is the print run or the scarcity, what does that have to do with the price, availability and all that stuff. So if a card looks good, if it's a special design, if it has a low print run, and then also this grading, which adds another layer of scarcity, that is just I'm slowly thinking that I could get there where I could get the cards that I really want and not just, you know, Majestics for $10, which I like, but are not, everybody can have them, right? So anyhow, enough talk about that. We have another chart. So these were the ones that were very, very low supply. Purge Grapplers are still at 13. That's the one from Crucible and Rainbow Foil. Should go up in price or should drop in availability. I'm pretty sure about that. So Command & Conquer, the foil version, there's 18 now. Battering Ball 23, Rain Razors 27. Ravenous Rabble went from 16 to 31 copies available. And I do know I have more of those, so I only offer 3 or 4 copies each time, as you know. And yeah, if I sell my 3 copies, I'm going to put them up for sale again. So there's going to be some more supply. And then the last ones were Enlightened Strike last month has been the one that was really huge. 7 copies available only. And now there's 11, even though it's very expensive. Bloodrush Bellow, 15 copies available, almost twice as much as last month. And then Tome of Fjandal in foil, there is also 17. So, what did we learn this week? No, this month. The availability is going up. I don't know about... I mean, Enlightened Strike is a card which players could use for their decks, so I don't know why people should sell them. Also, you know, all these Ranger cards going up right now is a little strange because everyone and their moms is going to play Ranger in the next time. I see this with my sales because I sell so much Monarch and Ranger stuff. There should be enough Ranger players around. But anyhow, so we learned that availability is going up. But since the prices do not drop, that is a very, very strange behavior of the market. And it's a very healthy sign that there's players who sell and then there's collectors who buy at the still higher prices. I've seen several different examples where there's 100 copies available and not everybody's undercutting each other, but they all stay at the same price level. So yeah, it's slowly and healthy leading us back to higher price levels. And yeah, to be honest, I'm going to continue this list. I do not know what this will bring, but it's just another look at, you know, our hobby and the cards we like. And yes, if we see there's 19 copies available, 13, 11, there are some cards which are really, really scarce. Cards which are out of booster boxes, which everybody can still get for a decent amount of prices, because I look at the unlimited version of Welcome to Wrath and Command & Conquer, for instance, and Crucible of War. Yeah, that's that. I do have a lot more topics on my head I would like to talk about, but I just don't want to mix everything up into one video and I don't want to make it too long. So that's it for now. Tomorrow I'm going to upload the next Uprising, the next Outsiders opening. And other than that, I might imagine that I might do a live stream tonight. Oh yeah, one more thing. Next week, Saturday at 7 p.m. my time, so German time, I'm going to do a live stream booster box opening for one of my Patreons. I'm going to open Dynasty, because Dynasty is the one video that is the one set which there is more expected value in there than there's the most expected value compared to the cost of the box. So I'm going to prepare that. That's going to be a really short video also. Maybe I'm going to upload this. Yeah, I'm going to upload this night. I'm going to work on that real quick right now. It's not a big one, but I'm going to show you which box costs how much and what is the EV, and then which boxes are worth opening right now. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.